Why do so many people keep thinking that their neck is unstable and they need injections to stabilize things? Who keeps telling them this?
Knowledge, it seems like it started from this practice in the States known as caring medical. They're the first that I know of to really market and talk about this problem so broadly. And I know this because for years I've had patients talking to me or contacting us saying that they've already been to their website and found this information, or that they've talked to them directly and told they had CCI even though they didn't actually see them in person and it was all virtual. And for almost all of the patients I talked to, when I asked them further questions, it didn't quite fit CCI. So you may wonder, why does this clinic talk about CCI so much and tell everyone that they have it? Because they treat it. They use injections known as prolotherapy. At this point, they aren't the only ones doing prolotherapy, but they're certainly one of the first ones I ever heard of who are talking about it in relation to CCI. Now I hear about other clinics in India and other parts of Asia who are doing prolotherapy for CCI, even if the people doing it sometimes have minimal training. Prolotherapy, by the way, is just a sugar solution being injected into the joint, usually dextrose. Simply, this solution acts as an irritant in the area, creating an inflammatory response so the body is prompted to heal. This is something we can also expect from things like massage, red light therapy, heat therapy, or ultrasound. From the outside, because it's an injection, it looks revolutionary, like it's stem cell therapy. But mechanistically, it's much simpler. And I'm not here to judge it as a treatment. I'm sure for some people, it can be very helpful. Some research suggests that it's not pure placebo, that actually may be helpful with certain joint issues. But CCI is not a normal joint issue.
So you think that you have CCI because you've read something online, maybe someone has told you something in an online virtual consult, but you haven't actually had any testing, and you don't have any of the risk factors like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a severe accident, or some other type of connective tissue disorder, then it's very unlikely that you do actually have CCI. It's much more likely that you have something else going on, such as a misalignment of the joint that could be at the top part of the neck, which is much more likely to happen than an instability. And again, this is an alignment issue, not a stability issue. These kinds of misalignments at the top part of the neck can produce very similar symptoms to CCI, making you think that you have CCI. But the good news is that if it is a misalignment up here, it's much more common and much more easy to correct. So if you're suffering from dizziness, headaches, brain fog, fatigue, digestive issues, neck stiffness, and you think you have CCI, it's more likely to be something happening in the top part of the neck. But if you do have these things, you need to understand more. Drop any questions you have down in the comments and follow for more information like this.